I'm just thinking from experience. Nothing can compare to your first true love. And I hope this will remind me if it's for real, it's forever, so don't forget about us. When it's for real, it's forever, don't forget about us.
The song's in your head.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Mm.
I guess it's because I'm hoping that y'all did not forget about us since the last time you've heard from us on episode 50. Because this is episode 51 of Two Grooms.
In a pod.
I'm Cleo.
And I'm Shannon.
And you are here, locked
Yes.
in.
They could never forget us.
Oh.
I don't know why you would think such.
Well, you don't want to be presumptuous. Don't want to be presumptuous.
We're so lovable. I have to be.
Well, I'm glad. I'll be the shy, timid one. Oh, I
You
hope
don't know how to be.
I hope you forget. I don't know how to be.
It'll last for 2 minutes, if that long.
Uh, uh, perhaps.
We'll see.
So we have had a eventful weekend.
Yes.
Matter of fact, it was like, I had this thing to go do some judging of middle school kids at a theater contest, and I was thinking, well, Shannon, you should go with me because it was in the Dallas area.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, we might as well go together,
Make it a weekend.
make a little weekend, make some content for the podcast, mix it up. But also, have a little, just a little vacay.
Mini
A little
getaway.
getaway, yes. Uh, and so I think it went pretty good. I had
It
a good
did.
time this weekend.
It did.
We have some things I want to talk about. First of all, the event kicked off at 7:45 is when I had to be there, which was 3 hours away from us,
Mm-hmm.
and
Early morning.
early morning, which meant we had to leave the house at 3
Mm-hmm.
a.m. And I went to bed, like got in the bed by 11:30, probably said, okay, go to sleep by like 12:15. And I don't know what time you went to bed.
I didn't really.
I was like, Lord, don't let him kill us on the drive because he gonna have to drive because I got to lay down.
Well, I relaxed a little after work on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't sleep, but I was just kind of just relaxing.
Mm.
So I wasn't tired at
Mm-hmm.
midnight.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, threw my bag together and, just did some sprucing up a little bit
Mm.
to get ready. So, but had I been a little tired, I would have gone to bed with you.
Mm. Because I had to tell him I got up at 3. He was still laying down, or whatever the hell I got up. Oh, we had to leave at 4. Got up at
Hmm.
3, left at 4. So I had to tell, I said, listen, if 4 o'clock come and you're not ready, I got to hit it. I ain't got time to be waiting on you to do your little bit of late.
Mm,
And he was ready to go.
I was ready
He was
and
ready,
packed.
hacked and ready to go. So thank you very much. Which just shows that he can do it when he wants to do it. That's what it just goes to show.
Anything's possible.
Yeah, when you want to do it, when you want to do it. So all the other times you late, that's just because you fucking around and you want to be late,
Basically.
basically.
I don't want to be late.
Or you don't mind being late. It's not urgent. You're like, it'll be fine.
Well, I've been, alone for so long now. It's different.
Well, let's keep it real.
What you
Because
mean?
your family has said you have been late your whole life. That's what your family
They're
said.
liars. I don't know those people.
Well, they know you really well. They know you really well.
Goddamn liars.
Because
Goddamn liars.
because when you be late to shit, they're like, oh, that's Shannon being Shannon, is what they say.
Um, They talk too much too.
Okay. Well, so
Always talking outside the house.
well, I appreciate someone people understanding the struggle that it sometimes is, but like I said, I appreciate you doing right and showing up on time, ready to go.
Yeah.
So I appreciate, like I said, I slept on the trip, so I appreciated that you driving. And the shows were good. There was it was a panel of judges. You know, I think there's always what they call a squirrel, where somebody is a little bit different than the other two judges
Mhm.
on the panel. This time, I guess the squirrel was me, a little bit. At least when it came to the number two, we were all well. Actually, for the number one, two people agreed, one person didn't. For
Mhm.
the number two people agreed, I didn't.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what panels are for, you know.
Yeah,
So,
that's good.
yeah,
Different perspective.
hmm
You probably got different things out of them.
yeah,
So I think it's good to have more than just one or two on a panel.
yeah. And it was good to see. I saw an alumnus. That's how you say one person who's
Mhm.
alumni who worked in the district. I got a chance to say hi to her.
Okay.
Actually, so I talked to a couple of alumni while I was there, and
Mhm.
so it was good to just see the future generation
Mhm.
still the future be into theater and into trying to do.
So you saw an alumni of your school
Yeah,
or from that high school
of
you were with?
SFA.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was cute.
Mhm.
And then you were,
Out and about.
but you also said you fell asleep in the parking lot too. Did you go shopping first, or did you take a nap in the parking lot first?
I went to well, I sat in the car for a minute when I dropped you off, and then I went to the first store that was on my list of places
Oh,
to
you had a
go,
plan.
yeah.
Oh,
So, the store wasn't open, so I had to wait and ended up napping for like an hour and a half.
waiting on the store to open.
So, yeah, so by the time I got up, the store had been open for about an hour or so.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm glad they didn't call the cops because I was right in front of the door. So, got a few Z's
Uh-huh.
and then, went in and I kinda stayed there for a minute, sitting down and talking to them and just looking around.
Mm.
'Cause I had time to, you know, spare.
Is this the store where you've said somebody was kind of following you a little bit, or you felt they were
No,
talking to you a little
a lot of people
extra?
were very friendly.
Oh, they were
Yeah.
friendly. Okay. You weren't getting the VIB treatment. The
I was getting the VIP a little bit, but I think they were, partly being nice and, I was the only one in the store, so they probably
okay,
didn't have anything to do.
okay, right.
So they wanted to talk, so but the second store I went in, that was the awkward kind of interaction with one of the managers, but
Oh,
I assume she was a manager. Yeah.
that's the one who
Kept following me and making up
following you around, making up.
conversations, yeah.
Okay,
Like,
because
"What are you doing today? What's going on? How you doing?"
that whole thing with they teach you in customer service, particularly in what do you call the business merchandising and
Mhm,
that kind of thing, that when you suspect a way to deter
mhm,
would be
mhm.
shoplifters is to speak to them,
And engage.
engage with them, like,
Mhm,
hey, basically, I see
mhm,
you, I got my eye on you,
mhm,
or like, that kind of thing. Don't let them feel invisible.
mhm.
And so Shannon was getting a little bit of that treatment at the
Yeah.
store the other day.
Yeah, I knew what they were trying to do, but
Mhm.
I was looking on the positive side of that, saying, "Okay, no, not me, because 'Cause I've been there for a while. I was going down rows of stuff and things like that, so
Maybe that's what it was. They didn't realize you had all this time
mhm.
on your hands. They thought maybe you were scoping the joint out,
Could be,
perhaps.
could be.
Well, he wasn't. He bought, even this is where you got that cute shirt for me? Was
No,
this
the first door I got.
first store you got the cute
Yeah,
shirt?
yeah,
Okay. Alright.
yeah,
And then the second store, okay.
yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear it wasn't from the first store because the first store is one of our
Go to.
go tos,
Yeah.
and I would hate to have to talk trash about her.
No, they were nice. They were nice
Okay.
in there. Yeah.
Well, very good.
Mhm.
Something that I did not tell you about when we were headed to Dallas
Mhm.
was I had a dream that when I got out the car, you drove a few feet and then you had a wreck.
Mm.
Like you hit somebody.
Mm.
And I thought, well, should I tell him? But then something said maybe the dream comes because maybe if I say something about it, then you're going to be conscious, self-conscious, and nervous, therefore, by having a wreck,
Mm.
as opposed to just saying, "Hey, just be careful out there, drive safe,"
Yeah, I get it.
and keeping it like that. Then, because it's very, very, it's like which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Mm.
You know, if I would have kept my big mouth shut and I said, "Hey, I had a dream you had a wreck,"
Yeah, sometimes you can plant a seed.
then you
Yeah,
might plant a seed.
yeah, make you more
To make
cautious.
yeah, and more nervous.
Yeah,
So, I didn't say anything to you about the dream
okay.
because I wanted to see well, let's see what happens.
That's a good thing. I don't
Mhm,
think you should put that energy out to
mhm,
someone
mhm.
when, we were doing a lot of driving.
We were doing a lot of
So,
driving,
yeah. But
and
we missed some things because when I first dropped you off, I was a little hungry. So I went to Chick-fil-A. You
yeah,
called me and
yeah,
said they didn't have breakfast for you.
right, they did not
So I
at the event, no.
left where I was to go to
Starbucks,
Starbucks
yeah, uh-huh,
and bring you back your special request
mhm.
because I did say, "Hey, I'm at Chick-fil-A. Don't you want something from here?" I don't want that.
I don't want I don't want her.
I was like, "Beggars choosy? When did beggars become choosy?" I'm like, "This dude." So I said, "Okay, he wants what he wants. Let me backtrack, go
But
run to, because you had limited time."
I had limited time, and it was right across from the
Right.
school.
But I wasn't, so I had to come back.
But you had to
It was
come back
only
anyway.
not so
Technically
quickly.
technically, you would have to
You
come
wanted it then because you had to be
right because
you were starting,
things were about to start.
and you didn't get breakfast before because you just
I
knew that they were gonna
assumed you have
be
such an
treated
early meeting.
in an all-day thing they
You're
should
in
have
an
done.
all-day thing, you're gonna provide breakfast. I'm not gonna get too much into this because a good friend runs that
Yeah,
thing,
I
but
get it.
he's not listening to this, so I feel like I can express myself freely.
You never know.
Uh, and I say this with love, but girl,
Feed,
feed people.
yeah, especially in the morning, or at least have
It
something,
or let them know, "We're not gonna have any breakfast for you.
or
You
tell you
you're
before.
on your own for
Yeah,
breakfast."
so you can make use of your time before then.
Yes, and then
Yeah.
the other thing is, let me know if the lunch is gonna be weak. Now,
Your week is different than
I
others,
coulda
so
sworn we probably did get, like, a little notice about, "What do you want?" And so the choices were limited, but I forgot, it was months ago when they sent us
mhm,
the, "Oh, hey, let us know what you want." But when I got in there was no names on anything.
mhm.
So it was like,
Pick
I
pick one.
saw turkey, 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 then I saw Cali, and I couldn't remember. Cali sounds like something I would order, but I don't know what that is because this was from Jason's Deli, I don't know what it is. And so I said, "Turkey, I guess I don't wanna be the one to
You should have
just
went for turkey.
just grab the turkey." I grabbed the
Okay,
turkey.
okay.
So I grabbed the turkey, and I went to my corner, and I opened it up. It's a wrap. It's
Yeah,
a wrap with turkey meat, tomato, and lettuce. I'm sure this is a classic,
mhm,
inside were a bag of chips, a cookie, and pickle,
mhm,
mustard, and mayonnaise.
mhm,
So basically, I took the wrap because it was already cut in half. I put a little mustard and mayonnaise on it and made a taco because 'cause it was like a lot of extra wrap, double it, like
mhm,
too much tortilla.
right.
And so I just made a little taco out of it and ate it and just was thinking, no, ma'am.
Well, usually when there's like an all-day event, they don't usually do much more than like cold cut sandwiches and stuff like that.
It depends on the location. I've had people have Chick-fil-A ready for us, like a everybody got a number one.
I get it. I get it.
Instead of the fries, it was the fried chips. I've had people do pizzas. I had people do like hearty croissant sandwiches, salads.
Mhm.
Jason Deli, listen, I'm telling Shannon, if I can figure out a scam like Jason's Deli,
Mm.
and I'm just saying, this is my opinion. This is my opinion
Just your opinion.
that if I could charge you $10
Uh,
allegedly or more for a
mediocre,
for some
mediocre.
lettuce, one tomato, maybe two tomatoes,
One is split up.
slices, and maybe I don't know how I can't measure it in grams in my brain, but not some ounces of a few ounces of turkey meat,
Mm.
a cookie, and a small bag of chips,
A handful of chips, right?
handful of chips. It's a good gig. It's a good
That's
gig.
a good haul for them. Mhm.
It's a good haul. It's like I'm not mad at you, but I said, Cleo, just be patient. Don't trip about lunch
Because you knew you were gonna have
because we had
a great
plans
dinner.
for
Right.
dinner,
Yeah.
which we're going to talk about the second at
That
the
was an
dinner.
experience too.
It was, it was, it was. But let's finish talking about your haul in the city.
Mhm.
Did you get everything you wanted to get in the city as far as like at that point before you picked me up? Did you pick up whatever you wanted to get for
Well, I
shop?
didn't have a real purpose, but I
Mhm.
know whenever you have these events that, have time to just walk around shop
Sure.
or relax at the hotel
Mhm.
or, just kinda chill.
Right.
So, I don't really have a specific purpose when I'm going,
Mhm.
and I like that. I don't like having a schedule all day or
Right.
having things that I have to do. So, it's just, leisure, just, looking around, and usually I'm a shopper, so and I'm a shopper. I am a shopper, so usually I am just window shopping, people watching,
Right.
things like that, so, yeah.
Well, I appreciate the shirt. You did also show me some shoes that you didn't get, but that's probably because I gave you a lukewarm response to the shoes.
Yeah, because they were for you, and I was like, "Okay," and he was like, not support.
There was no side support. I need side support in my shoes. I thought I was a girly who like could do the mesh kind of shoes that
Well,
really
they were mesh at the
tied around
top.
that fit around your foot. But I need support.
Okay, alright.
I need support.
Well, I liked them because it was easy for me to slip my feet in, so I knew it'd be
That's the
easy for
problem.
you.
They're not easy to slip in. You got to get it just right, or your tongue gonna get whatever. They're
They didn't
not,
have a tongue.
or it's not. They look like they're gonna be squishy to get into.
Yeah, they were, but once you got them on, they were very, very comfortable, and they were supported on the bottom, but not on the sides.
Maybe I got to try them on because to me, the ones that don't support on the side, where you got a wide foot, it's gonna eventually
Mhm.
stretch the material and.
Well, it was going to be a workout shoe, so
Mhm.
it wouldn't have a great, long life,
Yeah,
so but yeah, I think it was a good knock-around shoe.
yeah. Well, we ended up staying in a nice, cute hotel that a friend recommended. Thanks, Nathan. Uh, called was it Nilo?
It was
Was it Nilo? Like
well, yeah,
Nilo in Las
Nilo,
Colinas?
Los
Las
Colinas,
Colinas?
yeah.
Very kind of industrial.
Industrial, lofty, concrete
Hmm.
floors, concrete walls.
Yeah,
So,
it was
very
spacious.
city,
Yeah, we're a
very
very
city.
big city.
Yeah.
It got cold fast when the AC went down.
When it started, it was like, "Woof," and it was like,
It was great.
"Whoa,
It was great.
can you turn that down?"
I'm here for the
Yeah.
coolness.
That I
Uh,
think that was the quickest cool air
yes.
we've
Thank
gotten.
you, concrete. I think
Well,
that's
that okay.
due to the
Yeah.
concrete. And so we went to dinner. We, met up with a friend, and we went
Mhm.
to um the India 101, and so we had two people that were meeting us, my usual friend, and then someone that's more of a friend of his, an acquaintance of mine, and somebody we've talked about on the podcast before, anonymously, of course. And Shannon was like,
I was like, "Does he know you done talked about him and said some stuff?" He was like, "No." I'm like,
no,
"Oh,
he
Lord,
doesn't.
we're gonna get in trouble."
And we won't, because you know why? It's always the people closest to you who don't listen to stuff.
But they are gonna watch it eventually.
Well,
They're gonna catch up,
it'll be months,
and it's gonna be
years
some conversations then.
down the road. I'm like, girl, are you the only one who does blah 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 blah?
But see, you trying to get a gotcha moment because
How about I get a got you moment?
you know they're not watching it or listening, right?
So,
I keep saying
and
watching, but I mean listening.
yeah, either way.
So when they do listen, you're like, "Oh, I thought you was my friend. You're not watching our
You haven't been watching this whole
right."
time?
So that's okay.
You haven't been listening the whole time? Oh, you
You
just
worked that. You worked it.
oh,
Yeah, you're working it.
that how old was that?
Yeah.
That was months ago.
But that was the last episode.
That was like that
that
was in
was in our first
2026.
that was our first
Yeah,
that was in our first 50 episodes.
yeah.
I thought you were supporting me.
I thought this whole time. Oh, you just now? Johnny come lately? But besides
Hmm.
that, you're not the only one who does XYZ, right?
True.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Just saying. So we went to this restaurant called India 101 in Irving,
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah.
And it's this, and I'm gonna put up some pictures. That I took a few pictures while we were in the restaurant, and so as we're talking tonight, I will maybe put up a couple of pictures
hmm
from the restaurant on the screen. If those for those of you who are watching this by video and not just listening to it,
hmm
but I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't know what they were going to have. I didn't really look at the menu and everything before we went in, but I was very impressed. It was a nice setup, well appointed, if you will.
Yeah. Visually, it was nice, clean,
Yeah.
and a lot of options.
Hmm.
It had been one of the um, suggested restaurants from some of my Facebook or Instagram
Oh, really?
suggestions, like
Oh, okay.
when you visit Dallas, go this place, that
Oh,
place.
okay.
So I think I had sent it to you before, but
But it was my friend Nathan's recommendation then.
mhm. Right,
That was what really
right.
put it on the map. And maybe that's why you were getting the reviews for it, because your phone heard us talking about it or something.
No,
The
it
recommendation.
was months ago.
Yeah.
I was just sending you a bunch of stuff
Oh yeah,
of eateries and
this
stuff.
months ago when Nathan
Okay,
recommended it.
okay.
Yeah.
So maybe
Um, but anywho, so we went and it had the things like you expect. It had butter chicken, tandoori chicken, vegetable biryani, chicken biryani, goat curry. You got of course, plain naan.
mm,
You had the yogurt and the chutneys. There was soda. There was somebody doing a pasta station. I guess
yeah.
that's for the
I tried the
kids.
pasta.
Um, they
That wasn't kids' pasta.
oh well, okay. Well,
The pizza was pizza, and
they
but
had pizza for the
yeah,
kids.
good. Yeah,
What kind of pasta was it that you had?
it was a vegetable one.
Hmm.
They had another one that had, I think, some meats in it, but I
Hmm.
wasn't sure of the meats. So,
You went
and
for
you
the
weren't up
food.
there, so I couldn't ask you. So,
Hmm.
I did the veggie one.
Hmm.
It was different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think everybody went back for two plates at least. I think somebody went back for a third. I couldn't do
I think
more.
most of us had 3.
No, I did not.
You didn't?
No, I had
Okay.
two. So everybody else went back for a third. I went back for two. But I also, though, to be fair, I stacked my plate well.
Yeah, I kind of was pacing myself for that
Yeah.
3rd plate, and I didn't finish
Um,
that 3rd plate. So,
yeah, I didn't finish my second plate, but I made sure I wanted a little bit of everything that I wanted,
mhm.
and to make sure I had a taste of everything. Now, what I will say about India 101 that maybe it's of a little bit of a critique is that the
The
servers,
service. Yeah.
okay, they
That was lacking.
it was very lacking. They were good to give you the water
No, not even they lacked in there a
ish.
little bit too,
Like,
because my if you're sitting
glass,
there watching and
yeah,
you know, you shouldn't our drinks should not be empty.
empty, right? You shouldn't have to go,
Yeah.
excuse me, can I get
Right.
some water?
Right.
And there were several of them there, and it wasn't a overly busy time
Mhm.
when we got there. Like, it
Yeah.
by the time we left, it was very busy, but when we got there about 6:30, it was very there was enough for them to handle everybody.
Yes. Right.
And, we didn't really get the kind of attention I felt like we probably should have got
Mhm.
as it relates to, you know, explaining things, and, like, me saying, "Hey, can I get some water and some soda?" And her just going, "Uh-huh," and
Or showing you where it
or
is
showing me where it is. I
instead
had
of
to
getting to go and get it and
Yeah,
at least one time, then saying, "Hey,
it's right
it's over
here.
here."
Like, I had to discover it,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, and she clearly spoke English well, later we learned, but in the beginning, there was a little bit of, like, kinda I think, kinda playing in my face a little bit, like, she wasn't understanding what I was saying
Yeah.
to
They
her,
tried.
uh, but in the end, everything was good, though,
Yeah.
overall. Little high on the spice level, which I took it because they want you to keep drinking water, which then makes you full, which then makes you eat less,
Yeah.
you know?
There's an art to it.
You know? But the Coke from the fountain Coke was good.
I didn't try that
She
because
was
I
we
didn't wanna go get it myself.
Yeah. I mean, I had to do some finagling there. The cups they had for the Coke next to the Coke
Little
were like little
baby sippy
drink
cups.
cups, so I had to take my water, find a water glass from another table, of course, clean. They had the water glasses sitting on the tables.
Mhm.
I had to go get a water glass from the table because that was like a bigger, like a regular cup, and I had to go get some Coke that way. You gotta get 007 just to get a good drink. That's not
Mm.
cute. But other than that,
I think
it was good.
it was a good experience as far as
Mhm.
the taste of the food, and we
Yes.
had a good, table of us friends just hanging
Mhm.
out,
Yeah.
talking, and so we can talk through some of the things we were experiencing
Right.
that, like the service not being that great, but
Yeah.
we kinda put that on the back burner because we're just, relaxing and having fun.
Right.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to see if I can extend my thingy, but apparently I can't. Um, and then after that, we just said, because I was tired. Of course, Shannon and I both were tired. But, we don't come to Dallas all the time, and we don't see our friend all the time. So I was like, okay, well, what are y'all's plans after this? And they said they were going to the Hidden Door
Mhm.
or somewhere else. And I was like, well, where can you like sit and sip? Sit and sip. I don't want to go somewhere I got to stand and drink.
Mhm.
All right. I want to sit and sip, you know?
Mhm.
And they said, okay, well, sit and sip. We're going to go to the Hidden Door.
Okay.
And so we drove about, I don't know, 20 minutes to the
Yeah.
Hidden Door,
Mhm.
which by that time we got there, it was going on. Was it going on 10 yet? No, it was
No,
going
it's
on
9
9,
something. Yeah.
like 9 something.
Mhm.
So it wasn't popping, but it was busy.
No, it could have been earlier than that because all I mean, by the end of the night, we were
We
back at the
left
hotel
about
about 10
we
something.
left about 10 something. So it had to
Yeah.
be, so we probably spent an hour at the restaurant. So it was somewhere in the 8-ish hour.
Mhm.
So it wasn't really busy. So we sat, a couple of his friends were there, so several couples were there,
Mhm.
sitting and sipping at the bar, and so we joined up with them, to do that. It was very interesting, and, this is all in fun and love. I hope people will take it in the the spirit of which is given.
Mhm.
Definitely not mean any offense to anybody. But as we were leaving the night, I mean, the couples were kind of mixed matched. There were some mixed match couples there in terms of like uh May December romances, if you will. You know what y'all know what that means: older, younger, or even types. Of course, there's
Mhm.
all kind of types and stuff.
Yeah.
But very, very, very cool people. But it makes you think like, oh, I wonder, what was the click that made them, get together and stuff. For example, people assume we got together out of some level of vanity because we look similar.
Right.
So it always makes you think about people who get with someone who they look nothing alike.
Right.
What is that about? And I know
In different walks of life too.
in different walks of
Yeah.
life, so it's just really interesting. But everybody was so cool and nice,
Yeah.
and uh one guy was actually an alum of Project Runway. I don't know if you guys remember Vinny from Project Runway. I don't remember what season he was on.
Was it 7 or
Um,
10?
oh,
I forget.
please.
Let me just throw it out. Let
Yeah,
me just throw it
don't
out. 'Cause
do
I don't
that.
know.
Don't.
Well, I heard him say it,
Oh, did he? Okay.
or or your friend said it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember,
So,
but um,
and I don't remember him on that one. So maybe that was a s- uh, a um a season I didn't see,
mhm.
but I don't remember his face on there.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I remember watching it,
Hmm.
and now I want to watch it again because I've met Vinny before a little bit, like at a party or at a club.
Hmm.
I think the other night was the most I ever spoke to him. Really nice guy, has his own fashion line, you know, and
He was supposed to make you something.
he was
Was that the one?
no, there was somebody
Okay.
else that I
Okay.
had spoken to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it was interesting to be out at the Hidden Door. We stayed there for a while. I had a couple of drinks, while I was there, a couple of sweet drinks.
Mm,
I love a frozen drink.
yeah.
And it was nice to be amongst the girls talking. Somebody was getting a massage on the back. Like there's at the Hidden Door, you have the main bar area that gets indoors. You step outside to a patio where there's like a little stage, and there was some drag queens performing, kind of giving amateur night. And then you went through that area to a back like yard with faux grass and another bar station with
Mm,
places to sit and stuff, and people were getting, like I said, this guy was charging $2 a minute
mm,
for massages, and I
mm.
think Nathan's friend got one.
Okay.
He got him one done. He said took his shirt off and just plopped down on the table
Mm.
and got it done. But yeah, it was nice to be amongst the girls, chit chatting, getting to know each other. But it also too, when you look at everybody in the club, and I guess and of course I'm about to speak from my personal experience. When I was in the club,
Mhm.
I was always on the hunt for my husband. Like when I was in the club, like
All the
yes,
time? All the time?
even though I'm there to have fun with my friends, like oh, it's just about us tonight. I'm dancing with my friends. It's just about us. In my mind,
Mhm.
I'm hoping he's there.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna see me, and he's gonna come up to me and say, "Hey,
Mm.
where have you been all my life? Let's go out." Like, I
There
was
were times when I
always
was like that
hoping.
too, but there were also times I just wanted to get out amongst everybody and just.
Yeah, I pretended that was me too. Like, I pretended that I didn't.
So you're saying I pretended to?
No, no, no.
Okay.
Sorry. Not saying that's what you did. Sorry. Like, I said those words. Oh, I just want to be the girls. Who cares about the men tonight?
Okay.
But I always cared about the men tonight.
Okay.
I mean, you know,
Mm,
I just did. So I associate going out with that dual mindset.
okay.
So it was nice to be out and truly just want to be out with the girls.
Yeah. That's that's nice.
Sorry, I'm adjusting it. My ass is falling asleep. Truly adjusting and just want to, be with the girls and not have that,
A purpose.
in my mind, wondering if I'm going to get the tap on the shoulder.
Mm,
Tap, tap, tap.
oh, I've been looking at you
I
from
mean,
across the room.
right, right.
What's your name?
Yeah. And you pointed out the fact that we went to the club wearing the shit that we had been wearing all day.
All day.
I mean, I made a quick costume change after the judging, but it was into nothing special. It was sweatpants and a t-shirt,
Mm.
which back in the day I would never.
No, you got to shower.
Would
You got
ne-
to put on something cute.
yes,
Everything had to be on
right,
point.
because you were hunting.
Yes.
It's just because you were looking.
Well, I hadn't been out in a while, so it was different
Hmm.
just being out. amongst people and meeting people, but I'm always like a people watcher for the most part,
Mhm.
and, I'm just sitting there watching the videos and just kinda in my own little world a little bit.
Mhm.
So I didn't venture outside like you guys did. I just
Yeah.
kinda
I was like, "Come outside." You're like, "No, I'm fine. It's cold out there."
yeah, I didn't feel the air outside as far as, the night was going, so I don't like being uncomfortable out there. I mean
Mhm.
I should have come out just to see what y'all was doing or whatever.
You should
I
have just
could
did
have
a
been out.
drive by and just made sure you didn't wanna do it
Yeah, that's true. But I had opened the door several times,
and
and I
felt
knew
the rush of wind,
yeah, and I saw what was out on the first part of the patio, and
which
I was like,
wasn't representative
"Eh."
of the whole thing.
But I had done it several times, and I
Uh,
saw some of the talent walking back and forth. I'm like, "I don't wanna be disappointed."
well, we weren't even on that section, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were like I told you, we were further in, but
yeah,
whatever. I appreciate you telling me to just hang with your friends as long as you want
mhm,
and just have a good time,
yeah,
so I appreciated that.
yeah. I mean, that was part of it too, but,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
that was good.
Yeah, and, they were talking about one other friend was saying, how he meets up with his other friend on Tuesdays, and they watch fashion documentaries and
Mhm,
whatever, and the guys were talking about they were going to do, what was it? What's today? The Super Bowl. They were gonna do the Super Bowl
mhm.
today, and I was like, it would be cute to have a gaggle of gays
Not a
to
gaggle.
attend some events with, or to be like, "Oh, when you wanted to.
Yeah,
When you wanted to." It would be cute, but at the same token, though, we also did appreciate more our that we don't have to deal with some of the bigger city issues of traffic
yeah.
and
I
things.
mean, there
It's always a good and bad.
yeah, I lived in the DC area for, 20 plus years.
Mhm,
So, there was always people, lots of people, lots of options to hanging out or
mhm,
doing something at any given time.
right,
So this past 3 years is kind of reminds me of, where I grew up and the slowness of things.
mhm.
Um,
But I feel like you've taken to it like a fish to water, though. You don't seem
what been,
to the slow life.
yeah. I mean, that's was part of my life for what, 20 plus years, a little bit.
Mhm,
'Cause I didn't move to DC until what, it's like 26.
mhm,
So, yeah, I'm used to slow. I can adapt to many
mhm.
things, but I do love having access to a larger city,
Which
and
you said was a problem.
I said I love having access to larger city.
Yeah, but you said having access, though, to it was a problem for you because of your shopping addiction.
I do have a shopping, um, affinity for shopping. Addiction sounds so harsh.
Sorry, because of your affinity, your proclivity,
Yeah.
your tendency,
Uh,
uh-huh,
it would be hard
it would
for me
be
to
challenging for you to overcome
be
that
around it, yeah,
if
for
and
a
have all
long
that those
yeah.
options. Yeah. Mhm.
So, that would be a challenge, but I do miss it sometimes.
Sure. Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
but it was good to, get out and, see things and meet some new people
Mhm.
and, just have a different weekend than what we've had in a while.
Yeah, for me, it's like being a kid in a candy store, especially when you go to a restaurant, kinda restaurant you don't get all the time, then you're like,
Mhm,
"Okay, then I really wanna try this, I really wanna try that," and, you know, we ended up leaving, at a pretty decent time,
mhm,
you know, the bar I thought something before we talk about after the bar, one of the guys I was talking to, he was saying he was getting ready to go on a 8-day cruise
mm,
through Europe. And he was gonna, stop off in London and spend I don't know, a week or 2 in London, and
mhm.
I was like, "Oh, Shannon will never get the benefit of the 8-day cruise of Europe." Because, y'all, Shannon, remember Shannon
I know
don't
what.
fuck with boats,
Yeah, I
with
don't do
ships.
boats.
You don't fuck with that.
Mm-mm.
You just can't
Mm-mm.
can't get your mind around it,
Yeah, I don't. It's cruises are hard for me to imagine.
Maybe in a past life, you
I was
were on a boat.
suffocated or drowned.
Yeah, you were on a boat that
I
they
probably
might
did
make it.
because I always think about Titanic. Always.
And
I
maybe
don't
you
care if it's
maybe you that's all maybe you was on there.
because when I was in DC, I've done the little tour boat things.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't a good experience.
Oh, how did that go?
I was sitting down most of the time. I didn't go
Uh-huh.
anywhere outside
Uh-huh. You
on,
said you
the
said
terraces.
inside,
Inside
the
in a chair,
it just sat and
and
waited for it to be over.
yeah,
Mm.
I didn't have a good time. I felt queasy.
Uh,
I felt closed in. I felt
mhm,
not in control.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
So water's hard for me. You had to drug me up to get me on a cruise.
Well, that's no
I do want to.
fun.
I need to get over it. I
I
guess.
think to have the experience one time. I totally get if you're not a cruiser where you like some people like to do a cruise multiple times a year or,
Hmm.
once a year. And I don't think I'm that, but I know by going on cruises,
Hmm.
you can knock out a lot of stuff at once. Like I remember when I went, Belize. I can't remember if this was but it was like Belize, Costa Rica.
Hmm.
But I saw all these, Latin places
Hmm.
in the series that I'm not gonna drive through that. I'm not gonna hop a plane from one to one.
Okay.
It does help you in that regard.
Yeah, but how isn't it like a few hours where you can go to these places?
Yeah,
What are you really experiencing there?
you can set up an excursion. Like for example, I at one stop I did the Mayan temples or the pyramid. Another stop I spelunked in a
Mm,
cave.
but did you have? I mean, in my mind, I'm like, oh, I got to start heading back to this boat.
Oh, I'm definitely that girl. I'm not playing with my time.
Okay.
So I got just enough time to do the thing. I mean, your excursions are through the trip with the boat too. So they know, okay, we gotta get y'all back by,
Okay.
so
All
I
right.
mean, anybody who is
Sound like a
late
lot
for
of
the
pressure.
boat is 'cause they messing around and they probably
Yeah.
drunk too.
Okay. Seems like a lot of pressure.
It's not
I
a
would get in my head.
it's not a lot. You'd be
Yeah.
okay. After the first one, you'd realize it's not that big a deal.
Well, let's just try a small one.
Mhm.
A small meaning
Like a little 2-day.
2 or 3 day one, just to get me acclimated to it, or try to
Mhm.
get used to it.
And you know it's gonna be over soon, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad at least that is progress.
Yeah. I don't want
The
to
fact
keep
that
you from
you're
not experiencing it. But you can always go by yourself.
well, I could, but I'd rather experience the thing with you.
Yeah.
Um, so we left. I had a craving for a donut, but there was really no donut.
We got a donut.
Well, that was on our way. We stopped by the local spot and
They were good
got
too.
a couple glazed donuts. They were fresh, fresh.
They were fresh.
Them 4 o'clock in the morning donuts are fresh.
They
Okay.
were good. They were I was eating them like it were
Yeah,
gumdrops.
they were fresh. Just simple glazed donut.
Yeah.
It was very fresh. Um,
Warm.
mhm.
Yeah.
Uh, so, the hotel we stayed at, I felt like the bed slept good. Usually I wake up in hotel beds and my back is like
Mhm.
sore. And I'm like, "Ugh," it takes me a minute to, but I didn't get that this morning. After waking up, felt pretty good.
Yeah, I was tired. So as soon as I hit the pillow,
You
I
got
was out.
That's good for you because you never get the chance to go to
Mm-mm.
sleep like that.
No. So
Mhm.
I think I was running all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good. That's what it took to
Mhm.
get you a good night's sleep. Well, that was good. We of course wanted to figure out what was brunch. You wake up in the morning, girl, what we gonna eat? And I found this restaurant called Tupelo honey, Tupelo. Uh, and it didn't even dawn on me. I believe that's I need to find my phone. I believe that's like Tupelo, Mississippi, because it's a southern diner restaurant,
Mhm,
and I'll put some pictures up here for y'all to see of
mhm.
this as well. Um, and very pretty decor, lovely ambiance,
It was nice.
bright. We got seated, and I told Shannon, "Listen, we don't come here all the time.
Mhm.
It's on me. We're gonna get what we want. Whatever we think we might
Right.
want to try. Let's just get a few things." And we ended up getting the shrimp and grits,
Mhm.
the chicken and
The waffles,
waffles, the sweet potato pancake,
an omelet.
omelet. It was called the farm omelet,
Mhm.
and one more
We got home
thing.
fries and
Oh yeah,
mac and cheese.
home fries, mac and cheese, but that was with the sriracha spiced fried chicken.
Okay.
Okay, and we gotta
A
try the
biscuit.
biscuit for appetizer.
Yeah. I love the biscuit.
The biscuit for me, I came around. Shannon gave it an A right off the bat.
Yeah.
I gave the biscuit like a B plus, just because it was a little. It didn't really melt in my mouth, but it tasted good. It had a crisp outside, soft
Mhm.
inside. It just was very dense to me, so I couldn't quite give it an A because it didn't melt the way I needed it to melt. But it came
It
with
didn't give you the texture you wanted.
this just jam, I guess you want to say, a peach jam, and I got both jams, the blueberry and the peach,
Mm.
and they were good. They were good on the biscuits. Shannon ate his with
Mhm.
honey and butter,
Yeah. It
and
was
those were
good.
good.
I like the crunchy outside, and it was soft in the middle, and
Hmm.
not too soft for me. So that's
Right.
why I like that. I like things that have that mix.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Texture's a big thing. The sweet potato pancake was good. I felt like it wasn't too sweet potato forward.
Mhm.
The pancake was light. It was tasty. The omelet was good. Had like a cool seasoning. It wasn't just salt and pepper. I don't know that, like, maybe the mushroom that was in it had been sautéed, and
Mhm.
it was tasty.
But the cheese was different, right?
But the cheese in it, when I opened it up to dissect it to see what was going on the inside, the cheese,
It wasn't melting like.
it didn't really melt very well, but also it looked. I don't know if it was Velveeta, but she looked like a Velveeta slice, girl, which I was like, "This is not good." You would want some shredded cheese in there.
Yeah.
But it was tasty, she didn't quite go all the way.
Mhm.
And then the chicken and macaroni and cheese and the home fries were a home run. Seasoned,
Mhm. You had a few of those. Those were good.
very good, crispy on the
Yeah.
outside, soft on the inside. The mac and cheese had a little spice and creaminess to it, but it wasn't very creamy. It was definitely giving stovetop, you know,
But it wasn't Kraft
ch-
mac and
but it was
run
a
and
craft.
cheese.
It wasn't craft macaroni and cheese, but it was giving stovetop. It was giving. I need a
Not
little.
quite there.
I need a little bit more in terms of the creaminess
Okay.
of that I expect
Mhm.
from mac and cheese, but the flavor was good.
Yeah.
It was good. It wasn't as. It didn't have the je ne sais quoi
Mm.
that I would want from a restaurant.
Mhm.
If I went to somebody's house and they made it, I'd be like, "Oh, this is good, Karen." Barbara Jean, this is good. Oh, what you do? I would give it like that. Now the chicken,
It was it
um,
seemed a little dry to me. It looked dry and
it
small.
was very crispy, shiny from the honey sriracha glaze. It was small. She definitely
There
was
was
on
some
Ozempic.
there
Sh-
was
She she was not
yeah.
a
There was
hormone grown
no.
chicken.
Those
She was
there was
from
some baby chickens.
green pastures.
Those were some baby
And
chicks.
yes, that was baby chicks. And I bit into the chicken. Now listen, on the menu it says it's been brined for X number of hours. I thought it said 18 if I remember right, but that might not be right. It might be 8. But anyway, but it's been brine. When you brine something, in my imagination,
Mhm.
one of the key ingredients you're adding is salt. You're adding flavor in the chicken itself so that someone doesn't have you won't have a desire to come back and put a little something on it.
It should've kind of like a marinade kind of
It's like
thing?
a well,
Or
brine
no?
is like a marinade, but not. It's like more liquidy, it's
Okay.
like water and sugar and salt, and that you leave it in and other stuff.
Mhm.
And so the chicken was moist. It looked dry on outside, at least because it was so
To me, it
crispy,
looked that way 'cause
but
I
it was moist on the
okay.
inside. Imma definitely
Okay.
give it that. But I wanted some salt and pepper to just kinda zhuzh it up on the inside, just a little bit.
Mhm.
The seasoning didn't quite make it. And then the sriracha on the outside of the chicken that was beautiful and crispy,
Mhm.
there was like a powdery kinda kickback for me in the back of my throat that where I don't know, the sriracha I don't know. It was like and
It was
it was wet, but it looked like it would've there was something going on in the back of my throat
well,
that happens when you put powder on stuff. Like
powder or artificial something.
like if I like you put like a bunch of lemon pepper seasoning on top of
Oh,
something like that kind of thing.
okay.
Um, so for that plate, whereas I give the the sweet potato pancakes an A, I give the omelet a A minus.
Mhm.
I give the fries, the potato wedges, what the fuck do they call those things? Home fries.
Mhm.
I give them an A. I give the macaroni and cheese a B. I give the chicken
You were giving out B minuses, I thought.
I talked myself up on
Okay.
remember. Uh, so call me out. I but I do give the chicken a B minus.
Okay.
The chicken, the sriracha honey chicken, I give it a B
Mhm.
minus. Overall, give everything I ate in totality a B. It's a B, and B is good. So it means you're in that area. You're in the Irving area. It's a cute ambiance place. Service was fast. Service was good. Shout out to Maryland, our server. Hope you appreciate that extra tip I gave you, girl. Uh, because she was good. She was good. She made good recommendations. So
Mhm.
that was good. Let's talk about what you had. Let's talk about you had
I had
your
chicken and
grits,
waffles,
chicken and waffles and your grits and
which
shrimp.
included 2 pieces of waffle, right?
Mhm.
They seemed a little small for me,
Mhm. Mhm.
but
It was
but it
demure.
but it was decent, I
It was
guess.
proportional to your chicken.
Yes, we're getting to that.
Yes.
So, the waffle was good, but it was basic good.
Mhm.
Nothing like, "Oh, wow, there's another taste I'm feeling in here. I don't need as much syrup."
Right, right,
It
right.
was just basic good, right?
Mhm.
Um, the chicken was a breast piece,
A
but
breast just one
just
breast.
one breast,
Okay, okay, okay.
and it was a small
A small little
small
piece.
breast.
Yeah,
So I was disappointed in that.
yeah.
Like, the size of it,
You speaking of breast and a wing or
well, I was hoping it would be wings, separate
yeah,
wings, but
yeah.
it wasn't.
But it was yeah.
So that was disappointing, and to me, the chicken was dry.
I reached over and tasted your chicken because I wanted to see
Mhm.
the difference,
Yeah.
and she wasn't, like, chalky dry, like,
No, not like that, but
but it wasn't moist, super
no,
moist. It
it
wasn't, I
wasn't.
gotta say.
It wasn't.
And it's of course, it's hard to make breast moist,
Yeah.
and I will say the batter on that chicken, she was giving salt and
Generic. Yeah, it
pepper,
was it was generic. It wasn't
maybe a little garlic
yeah.
powder. It wasn't anything that makes you go, "Aha, this chicken is
But
unique."
most chicken and waffles, your chicken isn't trying to be too much for the waffle,
Mm.
but it needed
You go to, what's that place in Houston? The Breakfast Club it is, the
mm,
waffles, chicken and
oh,
waffle, the chicken is saying something.
okay. But Usually
Mhm.
it doesn't, but yeah, that one I could have done without the chicken piece of that chicken and waffle, but I could have done the waffle again.
Mhm. Okay, fair.
So, for me, I would give it maybe a B minus
Okay.
for that dish. The other dish I had was shrimp and grits. The shrimp was good, great, and there was some sausage in there, which
Mm,
that was good as well.
mm.
But there was a sauce on there.
You're very saucy.
It was too much sauce.
Mhm.
For me,
Shannon is
I don't like
particular about
I
sauce
don't like more sauce than,
than
the
entree.
starch.
Yeah.
um, because I want to taste
The thing.
the thing.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
So for me, it was just a little sauce heavy,
Okay.
and the grits were more hummusy. It wasn't. Is it hummus that you get the smooth kind of?
I mean, hummus is smooth,
Okay,
yeah, like,
I don't
yeah,
want hummus. I want grits.
yeah.
There was no grit.
Like
It was a
smooth
soft kind.
oatmeal.
Yeah, it was soft oatmeal. I
Mm,
wanted grits. Grits.
mhm. You want
It
to feel
wasn't
the
giving me
grit.
grits.
Okay.
So for me, I would kind of give that a B minus too because the
Mhm.
shrimp was good and the sausage was good in it.
Mm.
So for me, I guess overall, I would B minus
Oh,
to me.
average that together, a B minus plus a B. I think that gives you maybe a B
Minus.
minus. I think it might give you B minus.
Yeah.
So I hope I mean, it may sound like we didn't have a good time, but we had a good time, ambiance, people,
Hmm.
friendliness, everything. But the food just she didn't quite rise to the
Yeah.
occasion, of A.
Yeah.
We had a good time. We didn't ask for no money back. We sampled so much. We got the pictures to prove it. I'll post it.
Hmm.
But I don't think we'll be rushing back.
But I think we'll try it again to see if another dish
Try
works
something
out.
else. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
we kind of know what to expect a little
Right.
bit. We'll give them maybe a second try to prove us wrong on something.
Right. Sure. Maybe go
And
do dinner
yeah,
instead of brunch next
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Hmm.
So, and maybe they would have learned some things by then, or different techniques, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe not learn things, but
Okay.
I'm quite sure they're taking suggestions on. I'm quite sure people kind of tell them, hey,
Yeah, it looks
can you do
new.
this?
It was very clean and new looking. Bathrooms were great.
Yeah.
Um, so after we ate, got back on the road, headed home.
Hmm.
Shannon fell out to sleep in the car, which is well he should. He deserved it. He drove there. And so then we got back home and just kind of, got things to get back together, getting
Hmm.
ready for the podcast tonight. And a couple of things have been popping up that I want to talk about as we wind down this episode, our 51st episode. I kind of want to get into a couple of pop culture moment things that I want to talk
Hmm.
about. Uh, you know, Sh- Shannon knows I love Jeff Lewis Live, that
Hmm.
podcast on Sirius.
Hmm.
And so usually, because he knows I'm going to be listening to that, he'll put his headphones on because Shannon doesn't like, he doesn't care for the podcast.
I don't care for him.
What do you like about
I don't
Jeff?
know. It's just I don't know.
I mean,
I can't
listen,
really put my finger on that. Just
sometimes he'll say some shit that's real elitist
maybe that's it.
and snobby. Sometimes he does, but at the same token, though, he's also still very like he's still a very open person.
Mm,
And I just find, and also I kind of, he's I don't, self-made in the sense that he does. I mean, he did come from money. I'm sure he had a little bit of help from his father, but for the most part, by himself though, his businesses he's run it. He runs. He has all these employees, and so in some way, I kind of see Jeff as living a life that I would want to have.
mhm.
You know, your own boss, and all that kind of stuff. I think that's really
Okay.
cool. So that's why I kind of listen to him.
Yeah.
And then
I
sometimes
don't
I'll need to take a break from him and
I don't get it, but I don't keep that from you, so
no,
I'll just
but just
let
like
you
I
do
don't
it.
get you listen to people who read Reddit stories for an hour.
Mhm.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, we have
We
all
all
have
like
our different
we all like
likes.
different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as I was getting ready, something that I saw as I was listening to stuff, something that popped up was Aaron Hall. You know,
Mhm,
Aaron Hall has been apparently ducking and dodging getting served because this woman, by the name of, do I think I have her name here? Liza Gardner,
mhm,
has been trying to serve him, uh, for his alleged conduct, uh, that he, of assaulting her,
mhm.
when he was with Diddy, hanging out with Diddy. Like, so she's trying to sue him and Diddy basically for
Okay.
assaulting her. And he been on the hideout, and they found
Mhm.
him in Ephrata, Georgia,
Oh,
at a hotel. And
okay.
he been ducking the process server.
Oh.
And the process server found him, and allegedly they put it in front of him, and they got Aaron Hall like, "What's this? I'm not taking that." And the man and tried to slam the door in the man's face. The man blocked the door from being closed on him,
Mhm,
and then threw the papers at his feet
mhm.
and said, "You've been served."
I thought you
Eh,
had to touch it.
They said, "No, if you, based on the law, him being thrown at his feet is enough for him
Really?
to be served,"
Hmm,
according to the internet. Anyway,
I didn't know that.
so we're gonna probably be hearing more about that.
So why is it such a difficult thing to serve people if you can just throw paper at them?
Well, if I see you coming, I'm running. I'm locking my door and I'm driving away. You know what I mean?
Okay. But you said through the door, so
No,
that's
no, the door was open, so he didn't know. I guess, they set him up. "Oh, room service," he
mhm.
opened the door. "Uh-oh, you ain't room service,"
He should have been smarter than that.
He been on the run for over a year. He been running,
I give it to him a
trying to
year.
avoid, so he ran for a year.
Hmm.
Now,
Can't
some
run forever, I guess.
something that people got the internet a little bit up in an uproar is J. Cole has a new album coming out. It's a 24-track album.
Mhm,
That's already a big deal, a lot of songs. Well, on one of the gay, sites on Instagram, they were talking about a song that he has on the album where he talks about he lost a dear childhood friend to AIDS, and he regrets, so I'm summarizing, he regrets how he distanced himself from the friend
mhm.
when the friend started coming out.
Okay.
But people are upset about some of the lyrics that he wrote, talking about Tutti Frutti with a dick in the booty, uh, so I distance myself from you, blah, blah, blah. Like, why you gotta talk about dick in the booty and trying to rhyme and talk about he's a fruit, and
We've
and we
heard all that
said da,
before.
da, da, da. Yeah, but the gays are saying, "Girl, that's not necessary. You could've wrote this
He
apology
can write
song
however he
to this
wants.
man, without talking about Tutti Frutti, dick in the booty."
That's how the people think of us.
So you
That's
supposed
how
to say
people think
everything
of us.
you supposed to say everything you think?
No,
Okay.
but there's art all the time talking about gays, so, I mean,
Well, the gays have said, "Keep your stinking apology. You shouldn't have to wait till your friend died before you want to get right." And then, and you compounded things by writing these offensive lyrics, is what the gays are saying.
we've heard it all. That's all. I'm just saying, we've heard
So,
so much more, so much worse
okay,
on a daily basis from
and,
I'm just saying, I'm not gonna not buy it if I won't buy it if it's not good lyrically, I
mhm.
guess.
But you're not gonna protest it because of this. You're not so offended by him
No,
and these lyrics.
I'm not.
Okay, well, that's fair.
I mean,
I'm sure sure plenty of people out there.
other rappers say similar things. They're probably not explicit as, dick in the booty, but so many songs out there from rappers or real,
Yeah.
or different artists are always talking about gay this, gay that, punk this, that kind of
Mhm,
stuff.
mhm.
You got to put all of them in the same category if you're going to do that. That's what I mean. I don't think I like hearing it. Don't get me wrong, but it's not a protestable thing for me. But I don't know. I haven't heard the whole thing,
Yeah, yeah. Alright,
so
that's
maybe
fair.
I'll wait to pass my judgment on it.
when you see how it plays out.
Right. And if it's like some gutter trash stuff, the whole song or whatever, then I may think different. But from what you just read, just a little excerpt of it,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna not listen to it because it has some sort of bashing in it. I wanna look at the totality of it first. Right?
Okay.
What do you think?
Um, I do think it's a little tone deaf,
Mhm.
it's tone deaf, and he's to me, J. Cole's a very conscious and smart rapper, and he's conscious in every other
Mhm.
way, but you gonna drop the ball on this,
That's why I wanna hear it.
So it gives pause. It almost kinda goes, "Okay, you sensitive about every damn thing else, but you ain't gonna be sensitive about the gays, but okay," you know?
Well, I guess my point in it is the black church has been doing it forever,
And the
right?
point is we don't expect shit from the black church either, but this man is doing this under the context of, "I am trying to do better,
Mhm.
so and I'm admitting that I did this bad thing, to a friend,
Mhm.
but in your mission to doing a bad thing, you're doing this what some people are perceiving as a slight,"
Okay.
you know?
I need to listen to it. Is it out
Eh,
or is it just
I think I don't know if it's out yet. I think it's coming out very soon if
okay?
it's not.
I wanna
I know he was selling albums on the North Carolina AT&T campus, giving out albums just this last night, so it's either here or gonna be here, like, next week,
okay.
you know?
I wanna listen to it to kinda before I say anything. But for
Mhm.
me, for now, I'm not passing judgment yet.
Okay. So a pastor says that sex is a good thing, and there's nothing wrong with a pastor saying that sex is a good thing, I don't think, but is there something wrong with him saying it from the pulpit? He said sex is a good thing. Is that something pastors should be talking about in the
Well,
pulpit?
you would think they wouldn't because most of them usually have the stance that sex is for reproduction,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So you wouldn't expect, you know, a minister from up there to say that, but um hey, they're human.
Well, part of this thing was this pastor who I think he's gay. He is a pastor or at least a minister at one of these affirming churches.
Mhm. Okay.
And he was talking about it and talking about how uh it's essentially a mental illness that some people are so concerned with the sexuality of other people. So it actually was a good message ultimately that he turned it into,
Okay.
uh that basically why you worried about who do who and
Mhm.
who they do it with?
Right.
It ain't none of your business,
I get that.
if it's with consenting
Okay.
adults. So,
So is someone talking bad about it? What?
um, well, some people in the comments were like, "Should you be talking about this kind of thing in church?"
I get we have to remember that ministers are people too, and I'd rather have somebody be really real
Mhm.
instead of just doing sound bites and saying things just for your congregation.
Yeah.
You know, there needs to be a human side to
Yeah.
these churches, and they need to get off that high horse pulpit that most of them are on and denouncing,
Mhm.
um, I guess, homosexuality or any kind of thing that's not the norm.
Well, I definitely I could appreciate that. Um, and we got one more topic, and then we're gonna be done. Drag Race season 18 is out. We're watching it. We have some favorites that we hope do well. But I don't want to end on a negative note, but we got to talk about Kenya Pleaser not knowing her lyrics. We got to talk about Kenya Pleaser from South Carolina. We're rooting for
I got to be South
you,
Carolina.
Kenya. Isn't that where she from?
Yeah.
She's from South Carolina, and Shannon was rooting from her from day one. I saw her and I was like, mm-mm, she gonna let us down. I can sense it. She is going to let
You
us
didn't say
down.
that at first,
She's
because when they were doing the promos for it, you were
uh-huh.
like, "Oh, I hope she does well. I hope she does well."
Yeah, I'm
You
rooting
did
for
say that
you.
right,
I'm rooting for you.
but the proof wasn't in the pudding
The
when
proof from the get-go, from
right,
episode 1.
right.
And I was like, "No, she's not it.
Okay.
She's not the one she's not gonna be our crown queen this season." I think it's gonna be one of the Latina girls this season.
You think?
I think it's, what's her name? The little one, the young one?
Juicy and,
Juicy Love Couture, was that her
oh,
name?
Mimi first,
Uh,
Mimi
Juicy oh, Nene, though. Nene is something Nene Coco, but I don't think she's Latina. Nene Coco, and I also did
and
not
Jane Don't isn't.
oh,
But I
Jane
think she's the
Don't.
front runner.
That's right, you're right. Jane Doe is the front runner,
Yeah.
and she is definitely not Latina.
Right.
So, but I have a feeling though, Juicy gonna pull it out.
You think so?
I have a feeling, but Jane is clearly the front runner. She's clearly the front runner right now.
Yeah.
But Kenya Pleaser, let's get back to Kenya Pleaser. Kenya, we're rooting for you. I know you know. I know it's already been recorded. It is what it is now. Ain't nothing can be done about it. But jeez, Kenya.
Well, she's young, so maybe she needs some more
Seasoning.
experience. Yeah, she
Yeah,
does.
she's definitely getting
Yeah,
tested in the frying
yeah.
pan right now.
See
Uh,
her in a couple years, she's gonna be on a different level,
Back
I
from
think.
All Stars, she's gonna actually twirl the flag and her talent
She
and
can
not
get
just wave it
with
around.
fire. She got fire coming out of stuff. Yeah, she's gonna get it.
She feels like a baby Latrice Royale that she ain't quite cooked,
Yeah.
you know.
She's
But
a
we're
baby
rooting
chick
for you,
like the chicken we had today.
right? So hopefully you guys are watching Drag Race season 18 on MTV
Mhm,
every Friday. It's pretty good. Uh, but that's it. That's it for episode 51.
mm.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank you. Thank you.
Uh, Remember, I am
Fabulous.
fabulous. I
I
can do
do this,
this.
and I
I
am
am
loved.
loved. One more time. I am
Fabulous.
fabulous. I
I can
can
do
do
this.
this, and
I
I
am
am
loved.
loved. Good job. You caught on there. This has been Two
In
Grooms.
a pod.
I'm Cleo.
And I'm Shannon.
And until next time, ta ta.
Ta ta.